physical weapon and +1 physical shield. You could use 2 weapons as well. We have some other items as well. Valkyries, just because they have high life and some resist. We have a 6th thing for endgame. A belt, a amulet. I haven't decided what amulet, so I just put a few in. A random ring, a vuln ring, which is pretty bad, but yeah. Accidentally hit some really, really nice gloves. I'm just gonna hover over everything. We'll throw... I haven't decided if I'll be able to get 150 int yet. I'll craft fist dot multi on that. We have a life on block shield. We have decent life boots, and we have 2 helmet enchants we could also choose from. So we haven't decided yet. And then gems, these should all be in the POB too, but I will hover over all of them quickly. So to the chests. Oh yeah, no, that was actually the worst part about Endless Ledge. So Endless Ledge was literally you get some starter items and then you're on a ledge. There was no chest either. You're just like you're on an end. There was one chest on the start and then it's just an endless ledge, so it gets harder and harder. The problem was if you got to ledge 4 with a small life loss, you were fucked. You were boned. Close steel comes from wait, what was the question? I didn't see that. Something about close steel. There. While I'm still felt early access to me, sure, but it was a very good early access. Arc as well. Arc was my first good experience with early access. I remember when I played it and I was like, why isn't this released? This is like more content than most released games. I loved Arc. I really want to go back to it at some point. I've heard it's kind of bad now though. I'm coming up. Need anything? No, I don't. I'm good. Thank you. Arc is bullshit. Wait, what's Arc with a C? That's probably a different game. I'm talking about the dinosaur game with a K. Devin Nash was talking to like Pokimane. And I was fully and Devin Nash was like he used me as an example of talking to trolls because of the way I handled toxicity. He was like, he asked Pokimane like, do you know Zizaran? And she was like, is that the PoE streamer with blue hair? And I was like, bleh. So that was like weird. So I don't get hooed as much as you think, which is fun. I love that. Prime. Vito, thank you for the prime.
Is this some farcical joke?
Could I get those blue hairs back? Yeah, it's great for branding. It's just like a lot of work. I like doing it for like IRL events, but the blue hair is like very, very useful. It's just I feel like I look better with natural hair. Like I prefer normal hair, but it's kind of OP to dye my hair. No, not even at all, Cornex. Especially for people that are new to the genre, if you say like Zizaran, not everybody that's new to the game are gonna be like who, like somebody will be like, who is that? But if you say the blue-haired PoE streamer, literally,
this time you will finally lose.
Like especially when I usually do it, if you say the blue-haired PoE streamer, everybody's gonna know who you're talking about. So it's really, really good branding. It's just I don't like it. I don't like having blue hair. It's literally always just been a branding thing. I like it when it's really dark blue. Then it looks cool, in my opinion. But it fades out so much and I don't want to dye my hair every week. If I could like keep it permanently like super, super, super dark, I'd probably do it. You still play SSF? Usually, but not this thing. But I'm going back to SSF nicely. SSF hardcore though? Yeah, I mean it's harder to get damage then, but it's still one of the best ones. Like Veiled Chaos Orbs is the main thing you want, so you want to farm Ashlane. So you can farm, you need the Delirium Gloves. That's easy. Like none of this stuff is hard to get in SSF. Like Veiled Chaos Orbs you can target farm with Ashlane. And same with like just her Unveil, you can target farm as well. So none of this is like, oh wow, I can't do it because I'm SSF. You can do all of it. You can 100% do all of it. YouTube until a year ago, like money off YouTube, it would be $100 to $300 a month, even when I put a lot of work into it. Now that now we're like the biggest PoE channel on YouTube by like 5 times on like but what, if you're wondering what metric, I mean like views per 30 days, because now we're getting like 5+ million views per 30 days. So now we made, I can't remember, it was either over $10,000 or $14,000 the league start month. So it's huge. Now it's huge. But in the start, YouTube is so bad money. It's so little money. But what is isn't daily PoE stuff bigger? What do you mean? What's daily PoE stuff? It's basically gonna turn the wolves from a druid into squirrels. And give them like different abilities. So you can summon like, was it 12 squirrels instead? Or 14 squirrels? It's like anime weapon, but squirrels. It should be insane damage. Spell looks sweet. Is it a banger? Yeah, it's really good. First level 100 SSF hardcore did this. Thanks so much for running Gauntlet. It's my favorite time of the league. That's awesome. We're doing one every league. Summon Raging Squirrels. Yeah. Is it actually called Nut Hunter? No, but I can't remember. Does anyone remember what were we gonna call it? Wasn't it Lord of the Scurry or something? What was the name we went with? There are no hardcore PvP MMOs that are like that. There are no, like, there are similar things, but they're worse. Seth told me about this. Yeah, it was my superpower. I just imagine Zizaran doing the hero entrance. Yeah, and I practiced so much. Like, I wasn't the best, but I was one of the best. There were definitely, like, quite a few that were better than me. Like, Samu was amazing. A few others, but... Imagine a huge guild with every node. Yeah, it was very expensive, though. You just bought last epoch? F. Remember, you can buy it and I get 20% or something. You can buy it off my Nexus Store. See, only downside is you can't refund it. Do I need help with Kitava? No, not at all. Not at all. I think it's like, I think the Atlas passives is like the best thing they've done. It's so good. They just need to polish them. They need to all be really powerful. Like the invasion one, I feel like they nerfed that a little bit. That was sick last league. I feel like it's so important that that everything is like really good. They probably shouldn't have nerfed Seance either. I don't think Seance should have been nerfed. Plus our TR isn't. Actually needed to come, so that was good. Going Raider BFPB, yeah. There's Raider's definitely the best. Raider is definitely the best. I mean, I would be shook if Blade Blast survives next league. But yeah, I hope Blade Blast and Slams get Crown Gold, because then we could have like I love making the Gauntlet very different. The Trial Master, it's like gold and brown. It's like very similar to the Trial Master stuff. Because I asked Chris, I was like, without any spoilers about what the next league is, like what would be some gold color or good colors for the Gauntlet? And he was like gold and brown and red. Gold, brown, and reds is. Lol, sigh. Will he ever make the other shirts available? No. They're available as displays, but as t-shirts, no. They're only available. They're only available. Like they're limited. That's the entire point. One new each time.